When you think of Kentucky, you picture bourbon, horses, and bluegrass. But what if we told you there's a hidden side only the locals know? From secret waterfalls to mysterious caves, these are Kentucky's wonders waiting to be discovered. Welcome to Wonder Travelers. Let's explore the secrets of the Bluegrass State together. Kentucky's wonders, undiscovered locations only locals are aware of. What if I told you that some of America's most breathtaking, enigmatic, and unexplored locations aren't found in the Grand Canyon, Yosemite, or Yellowstone, but rather deep within Kentucky's undulating hills and hollows? Yes, Kentucky. Even the majority of Kentuckians are unaware of the secrets that the basketball, bluegrass, and bourbon-loving state is concealing. So fasten your seatbelt. We're going to take a significant diversion. The 10 wonders of Kentucky are hidden gems that only residents are aware of. Yahoo Falls. Yahoo Falls is tucked away in the isolated nooks of the Big South Fork region, plunging more than 100 feet into a gorge so isolated that it seems like a lost dream. It's so secret that even Google Maps may question its own location. Travelers who never stray from the beaten road frequently overlook this waterfall, which whispers its enchantment beneath a dense canopy of whispering pines, in contrast to the boisterous crowds that congregate at the more well-known Cumberland Falls. The big twist, though, is that locals talk about a spooky mythology connected to the falls. According to legend, a Cherokee maiden's heartbroken ghost leaped from the sky, her melancholy soul still lingering in the haze. Cumberland Gap's Sand Cave. Have you ever seen a cave that glows from the inside out in rainbow colors? That's Sand Cave, a hidden gem that not even the most experienced hikers discover, hidden away in the ancient Cumberland Gap. It is located deep in the bush and is only accessible by a long, difficult walk that rewards the tenacious. But when you get there, with walls painted in wavy colors of red, orange, yellow, and purple, all naturally damaged by minerals over millions of years, a huge stone amphitheater opens up. The crazy thing is that you don't use flashlights to explore this cave. A strange beam of light that resembles something from a fantasy movie enters through the ceiling opening to the sky. However, the walk-in is not to be taken lightly. Red River Gorge Sky Bridge, but not the one you think. The major sky bridge in Red River Gorge, the sweeping arch with picturesque vistas that is popular on Instagram, is well known to everyone. However, most people never discover the second, hidden sky bridge that is located just down a lesser-known trail. The fascinating part is that this one isn't marked. There were no crowds, no signs, and hardly any online mention. Only rumors among climbers and traditional residents. Why is it unique? The trail winds into the rock itself, and the arch is lower and more personal. With its moss-covered walls and the sound of distant water resonating through stone, it seems as though you have entered a natural temple. The danger now? It's simple to become lost. The routes fade quickly, and the cell signal is erratic. Blue Heron Ghost Town. Ghost towns are not just found in the West. Blue Heron is an abandoned mining camp in Kentucky, nestled deep within the Daniel Boone National Forest. This place is weird, not just eerie. On elevated platforms, the skeletal remains of structures remain intact. You'll pass by abandoned houses, coal tipples, and a haunted schoolhouse where recorded voices narrate historical tales. Time seems to have stopped and never to start up again. However, don't be alarmed by the eerie atmosphere. It is completely safe to explore Blue Heron, a national treasure. It is really preserved as an outdoor museum by the National Park Service. Just be prepared. Some people claim that on calm mornings, you can still hear the rumble of ghostly coal carts. Bad Branch Falls. One of the most unexplored natural gems in Kentucky is Bad Branch Falls, which is tucked away in the Appalachian foothills of eastern Kentucky. The point is that it's difficult to get to. The trail winds over tiny creeks, over slick rocks, and through dense woodland. It's likely that you'll stumble at least once. When you get to the falls, though, It greets you with a 60-foot waterfall that cascades over moss-covered cliffs into a crystal-clear pool where you can count the stones at the bottom. It is pure. It's crazy. It's never crowded, either. Here's a good tip, though. Avoid going right after a lot of rain because the track quickly floods and becomes muddy. Additionally, keep an eye out for snakes. Snakes, indeed. They also call this place home. Breaks into State Park's Tower Tunnel. Breaks into State Park, which spans the border between Virginia and Kentucky, is frequently referred to as the Grand Canyon of the South. However, few tourists are aware of a secret rail corridor that was blasted through solid stone more than a century ago, located deep within the cliffs. Once used to transport locomotives, the Tower Tunnel is today a dim, resonant space carved into a mountainside that is brimming with history and legend. Walking through it is like traveling back in time, with cool air and quiet replacing the daylight as it gradually fades. It's wet, it's unsettling, and it's incredible. Because of the occasional falling rocks, the park doesn't promote it much, so exercise caution. Tower Tunnel, however, is a must-see if you enjoy adventure with a dash of mystery and history. Flat Lick Falls. No crowds, not a sound. Deep in Jackson County, just the sound of water tumbling over polished stone. Although Flat Lick Falls isn't very tall, it's tranquilly more than makes up for it. You may reach the base quickly on a level walk, where the smooth rocks provide the ideal setting for a picnic or even a snooze. The water is cool, shallow, and perfect for a summer swim. The region surrounding the falls is surrounded by vibrant foliage in the autumn and wildflowers in the spring, which is the hidden appeal. It is stunning all year long. Just be aware of this. Before you travel, look at a map of the area or, better yet, speak with a local. Since they are aware that you are going to uncover one of their best-kept secrets, they will smile. Crystal Onyx Cave. While Mammoth Cave receives most of the attention, Crystal Onyx is a more personal, eerie, and silent place to visit. With structures so delicate and unspoiled that it feels like walking through frozen lace. This lesser-known cave is located just off the usual route. Small, leisurely, and incredibly educational, guided tours are offered. The worst part is that a lot of these formations are constantly expanding. This implies that you are witnessing the progression of nature over thousands of years, drip by drip. However, be advised that this is not a tourist attraction. It's gloomy. It's wet. It's also true. Get ready if you have even a tiny claustrophobic phobia. Otter Creek's Secret Swimming Hole. Otter Creek's secret swimming hole serves as a haven for residents during the scorching Kentucky summers. The main trail does not pass by it. There won't be any signs. However, if you continue down the creek past the designated spots, you'll come upon a deep, spring-fed pool that is encircled by stones and shaded by tall sycamores. The water is cold. The atmosphere, excellent. Nature, you, and perhaps a few children doing rock flips. You feel like a child again in this kind of place. However, keep it tidy. This one is guarded by the locals. Be considerate, don't leave any trash behind, and take pleasure in it as it should be, wild and unrestrained. Ravens Run Nature Sanctuary Overlook. Ravens Run, a protected natural sanctuary outside Lexington, is the last but certainly not the least. It conceals a cliffside overlook with a view that, to be honest, matches anything in the Smokies. The trail meanders through woodlands, meadows, and peaceful glades before reaching the edge of the cliff. Then, all of a sudden, the Kentucky River slithers beneath you like a silver ribbon, surrounded by undulating hills for miles around. Particularly at sunset, it is very magnificent. Most people are unaware, however, that this sanctuary also safeguards endangered plant species and historic Native American artifacts. It's more than just a walk, it's a beautiful history lesson. If you discovered even one amazing sight today, please press the subscribe button, leave a comment, and like it for more undiscovered treasures around the nation. If you're willing to divulge the secret, please share your favorite location in the comment section. Let's continue our exploration.